days, I say. I gotta get me like a king chair, like, you know, them big ass, tall ass king chairs and shit that be up past the motherfucker head and shit. I just gotta get it, cause I love this little. I'm sitting in the antique chair. It be antique like a fuck. Like I'm telling shit that I shouldn't be telling, cause I'm slightly inebriated to tell shit I shouldn't be speaking on. But shout out to the black beautiful family. Is a family. Like I didn't just buy my crib just to buy my crib. Bitch, I bought that bitch cause I was so impressed with the family. Like one owner, bitch, out of all the years, nigga, one owner, that shit meant something to me. These motherfuckers was like black excellence. Like they dignify. Like I, one of these, you gotta be careful what you wish for. I ain't gonna wish for it or ask for it, but I wouldn't really too much mind it if I was to ever to be able to chop it up with the family on or distant family member about their family aura and legacy. This very room, y'all probably be like, see a lot of my videos come from this room. I got a bunch of places I can choose around the house to record from, but this is my favorite fucking room, dog. When I first walked into this room, dog, I felt so much love in this shit, bro. Like, I forgot what movie, if it was the Minority Report or whatever the fuck it was with AI or something. But the motherfucker, like, that remember, like, that movie with the bitch laying in the pool and she gonna look at thanking some shit. And she like, when I first came, I felt so much love. I don't know if that was Minority Report, I'm assuming it was. But when I first walked into this room, the ambiance of this shit, I done painted it and did like a bunch of different little changes. But the love I felt that when I walked in this room, dog, it was like the most peaceful shit. Cause I used to feel like this shit was haunted. I don't like, you gotta think what the definition of haunted is. Haunted is some shit got a spirit left behind. If you a fucked up individual and you watch, like, let's say you watch scary movies, what's a spirit supposed to do to you literally? If you there under false pretenses, maybe that shit can really be there to hunt you. But I'm not here under false pretense because I bought the bit for one. But number two, I got a great spirit and soul. And I feel like the family that I digested everything from is a great spirit and soul. So this was the most peaceful room. When I used to come in that room, dog, even still, dog, like, I haven't done this room no justice. First of all, being online can't never do this shit no justice. But everything in this room is synonymous with, like, this was like a dining room. You feel me? This shit, like, I don't want to, like, get on demographics of my house and shit, but let's just put it like, this is what family ate at. You feel me? Like most nigga, I'm from the hood. We didn't have no dining rooms. I'm from a small, like, my mama owned her house and we didn't have no dining rooms. We ate in the kitchen, and by the kitchen being so small, we just ate all over the fucking house. You feel me? Like, we was a little hood ghetto family, bitch. We didn't have no enough bigger space. My mama shit went from the kitchen to the living room. It wasn't no such thing as a dining room. You feel me? Or a den. Like, they got dens in Florida. I'm not saying they don't got this shit in South Florida, but we didn't have that bigger space so where we could have dens and Florida rooms and shit like that. So for me to be able to have that excess space to make different rooms, and I'm about to make me a man cave and a little spa session where I get in the hot. I'm not trying to browse, just talk about shit that I always wanted that I'm gonna be able to achieve. With that said, dog, when I'm in this room, dog, the peace and the love that I feel. Do you believe in God? Hell yeah, I believe in God, nigga. I wouldn't even be here talking to you. You know what's so funny about this shit? I was looking at, I got like YouTube pulled up on my TV because I'm about to start playing some music. But they got a little video that show, because it's like unregistered on my TV. So a person say, when you know you about to blow up on YouTube. You never know when you about to blow up on YouTube. I got a video did 1 million views. I ain't came close to 1 million views. The video that I had that did 1 million views, I never expected that shit to do 1 million views. I didn't think nothing of it. It just was a regular day. And I ain't even been close. The closest video I had as far as views, I think did like 30,000 or some shit. But it ain't never had nothing come close to 100,000 views, let alone 1 million. So I just say to say, you never know what's gonna pop or what's this and that. But I always give my God the credit of everything I do, bro. And anybody that follow me, bro, I'm talking about, like, ain't nobody legit follow me. I ain't got no legit fans that's gonna be there every day. And sometimes, like, let me tell you some shit real quick. I don't want to get too diverted, but it made me think about something real quick. People that talk shit about fans, niggas would be like, oh, that nigga's a fan. He's a fan. Nigga, you been in this world. If you can get somebody that could be a fan of you, that motherfucker that's a fan of you, you better love them like you love the church and love your mammy. Because dog, fan is short for fanatic. I can't see myself being a fanatic of no man. But if you got a fan that's short of a fanatic and cares about you to keep your name ringing more than you care about, think about like what get these niggas rediscovered. I watched a raw ass YouTube movie last night called Room for Rent. No, my bad. It wasn't even a Room for Rent. That was a raw movie I watched last night. But I was watching a CSI episode of this nigga. He got famous on YouTube because like a kid found his music and repopulated his music. So he had to go out there, whatever, whatever. This is the point that I'm making. He got his popularity regenerated. I'll give you an example real quick. Let's talk about Dolly Parton. I know I'm way over y'all generation. Dolly Parton before my generation. But Dolly Parton was married to this country music singer named Merlin Haggard. You feel me? Merlin Haggard is a country music singer. Merlin Haggard got the most top 10 gangster song of all time, in my opinion. He got a song called Mama Tried. Now, Young Thug got a song called Mama Tried too. I love both of their songs. But Merlin Haggard's song is about doing 21 in year. He turned 21 in prison doing life without parole. This is the point that I'm making, bro. Damn, boy, cause I be so scatterbrained. Let me make a quick point. I'm such a. I want to keep my point relevant. Dog, that's all I can say to y'all, bro, dog. If you got anybody in this life that'll remember the words that you said and they find that shit to, like, stay with them for their life, that shit might be more than what you anticipated at the time. So if I was to get Merlin Haggard popping, let's just say my channel was popping, or Casanata, or the young niggas that's really popping, and motherfuckers start following him again, he gonna owe that person just like a little slight look in your window. Hey man, appreciate that. Da, 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 da. You should be thankful for a motherfucker that keep your music alive when nobody else give a fuck about you. That's why I don't be listening to rap music like that. The niggas from my era no more. I don't listen to the new niggas like that either. But I ain't listening to them niggas from my era, cause these niggas is full of this niggas like, oh, that nigga's a fan. Fuck nigga, how many niggas in your family know your lyrics? How many hoes you fought in the last 20 years can repeat a full 16 bars? Not even a song of what you wrote. Nah. So I would never, I don't understand the music game why motherfuckers be dissing their fans and dissing their audience and dissing the people that's rocking with them. Like, I never do nobody like that. If any motherfucker care enough to hear about what I had to talk about and speak on, first of all, I know I got the skill set, but it ain't about the skill set, because this is like plenty rappers. I listened to a Papoose on the radar shit today. That shit was disgusting, nasty. And just off the fact that it didn't have that like global, I don't know, I guess what motherfuckers are called global appeal, I just kept it moving. I was like, damn, that nigga had some memorable bars in that shit. But it was, I keep it going. And there's so many rappers that ain't nowhere near that nigga skill set that I know the fucking lyrics of this shit. Cause I done been brainwashed to this new shit of, well, this is what's the trend and this is popping and this was a hot engineering and shit like that. Nigga, bars is bars and life is life. So if you can never find somebody that can compare this, I don't care if you're a basketball player, football player, whatever you do that is a mass entertainment that somebody can understand your skill set and appreciate it. Like, I'll give you in the basketball sense. The two people that got me into watching the NBA was Doug Christie and Nick Van Exel. I don't know how many like other than hardcore NBA fans will know those names. But them are the two niggas that got me to liking basketball. They nowhere near the top 100 in basketball, but both of them got me to watching the shit because I liked the way their chemistry was with the Lakers. And because the Lakers was the first team I saw, it made me a Laker fan. I watched the 1996 Kentucky Wildcats play, and the niggas couldn't even get the basketball past half court, the team they was playing against. They was giving them a full court press. And mind you, I'm a Gator fan when it comes to basketball and anything college, but I remember that became my favorite team back then because I was impressed. You know what they say, first impression is everything. So I simply say that to say don't never shit on your fans. Don't never shit on nobody that is with you from the get-go, your day ones. Anybody that was, if this shit was ever to pop off, because the genesis of this was, when do you know when your YouTube about to pop off and you don't know? But anybody you can go back to, only person I can really think of in recent memory, Shane Barrett. And Shane Barrett kind of like, if he in and out with the shit. But anybody like, I could say, man, this is a motherfucker that been rocking with me or been following my content and liking what I got to say. That's a motherfucker, okay, cool. I would never come get to the point where I don't give a fuck how this shit pop. If it pop or don't pop, well, I'm like, man, y'all niggas is fans. You been on my dick since such and such, such and such. Nigga ain't on your dick. If a nigga admired your work, nigga actually thought you could be something and was something. It's when sometimes people put foots in their mouths and shit like that. Like, I'll say this much, dog. When I watch these niggas that I used to thought I was impressed was, bye. You know how a nigga make me not a fan no more? Is when a nigga do shit that annoys me or agitates me. In the sense that a nigga be on some little childish type shit. And you be like, damn, bro, you better than that. Because mind you, I'm supposed to be your fan, so I think of you highly. And you do something so lowly consistently. You're consistently a low energy, low spirit, low demeaning person. And this is just your character. And I gotta accept, damn, it isn't no disrespect, but this is who you are. You're a low spirit, low energy, low vibration person. Okay, I ain't fucking with it. That's not no me as a hater. I don't think you diss me indirectly or directly. I just gotta say, damn, I've outgrown myself. I seen this guy named Bryant. I can't think of his name, but he's like a celebrity speaker named Bryant. He was talking about eagles, and he was like, you know how he say crows are the only one of the few birds that attack an eagle. He said, you know how the eagle get rid of the crow? The eagle know how to fly higher to a height that most birds can't never fly. So he keep elevating and elevating, despite he don't take time to fight the crow back. He just elevating to a point the crow can't stand at that level. Then the crow fall off, and he related that point to real life. And that's the same thing. If I can't see the artists that I grew up, I don't use the word idolizing, but admiring. If I can't see them grow, how am I supposed to continuously grow? How can I be this rock and roll fan? That's why I'm bringing up rap shit, because rock and roll fans can follow they artists until they 80 and 90 years old. I want to be able to follow the rappers I liked as a teenager up until I'm 80 or today 80 or whatever. But I can't follow you if you still on some 30 year shit ago. You still talk about fucking shit that you did in the 90s, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what you did in the 90s. I gave a fuck about what you did in the 90s in the 90s. Now it's like, nigga, do some Jay-Z shit. Rap about art. Do something like like tell me about what the fuck going on in the new movement and the new wave and be an inspiring grandfather and shit like that. When you gotta be talk about the same shit, da 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 da. Shout out to Nick ERGS. His mama was a scripper for Frosted Flakes. His mama the only woman in the history. Hey Nick ERGS, can you shout out your city real quick so I can give you a shout out? I want to give you a shout out, but shout out your city. Just name any city. Just lie. Because I want to finish the point up, but just lie. Because you made the last comment just now. Can you please shout out the city you from? Let's see how brave you is. You just popped that comment out. Shout out what city you repping so I can give a shout out to your city. Okay. So he don't want to shout out his city. He don't want to shout out his city. God bless you. Well, either way, it don't matter if you shout out your city. They told me your grandma was at the funeral last week. She went to your uncle/nephew funeral because your uncle is your nephew. And she went to his funeral and she showed up with some Buffalinos and a Dolphins jersey and a Kango hat. They told me that your grandma got a Nike shirt with a Newport check. Now, you got to explain that shit to the internet before you talk any shit about me. The bitch got a Nike shirt with a Newport check. Your grandma look like Manny Fresh with finger waves. Bitch, they talk about your grandma was calling Craig Mack twin in the 90s before niggas used that word twin. So you gotta explain that. Don't tell me about you. If you're from Africa, then bitch, you need to go chase some hyenas. Chase that hyena out your hut right now. The hyena just killed your whole goddamn family. And you hiding in the other room trying to text me with your last text. Bitch, you ain't even got no cell towers in Africa, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You texting from Africa? You're not texting from Africa. Only place they got a cell tower in Africa was Nigeria. They just bombed that shit. Maybe you in Uganda. I don't know. Nigga, where you at, nigga? I guarantee I could put a water hose to your whole house and melt your house. I can melt your house, squares, nigga. You is not in Africa. And you damn sure in the South Africa, fuck, nigga. And you can't speak Igbo, cause I can speak Igbo, pussy, nigga. I'll cuss out the Igbo if you can understand it. Oh, you ain't said nothing yet. You just sitting there. Come on now, talk to me now. Bitch, you at the cracker that came and raped your village? You on his laptop? Talk to me. Oh, you don't want to say nothing no more. Okay, yeah, you in Africa. Hey, so that's what I be talking about, man. Anyway, we just keep the point going, though. We gonna ignore niggas like that. And I ain't even finna block him. I just need him to keep contributing to the algorithm. So with that said, dog, I'm simply saying, dog, we learn to outgrow things and get a cultivated taste in what we desire and who we are as human beings, dog. I myself, dog, if the rapper niggas that I grew up listening to can't grow, I grow for them. I speak to the youth for them because I have my own obligation to the jits and to the low ones to be able to give you some edification when I speak. I can't be acting sitting up here popping my shit like this 30 years ago. 30 years ago, nigga, I was a child, nigga. So yeah, 30 years ago, I was 10 years old. So, bitch, I can't be popping no shit like, oh, this and that and the third. I grew up fast, but that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. So, that's that. Anyway, we finna play some beats real quick. We might get a little freestyling going. I want to try to start me, like, the content on this is me, like, a test trial where I learn how to engage and deal with, like, this is when YouTube, let's look at this shit real quick. This for the administrators. This is when YouTube allows me to talk to motherfuckers in America. Why y'all keep banning me outside of America? The shit getting really frustrating though. It really is, bitch. I ain't never been outside of America, and yet you bitches want to put me all over the earth. Put me right in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Memphis, fucking New Orleans, Mississippi, Arkansas. Put me in the South. You ain't even got to put me in New York. New York, New Jersey, one of the biggest markets. Philly, a big market. That's all that same shit. Poconos, all that shit. California, LA, all that shit. You ain't got Houston, big market. But you motherfuckers said, we're going to put this nigga in Afghanistan. We're going to just market this nigga. Stop that. Y'all trying to market me in China and they don't even got YouTube in China. Like, am I that much of a threat to you fuck ass crackers for real though? Is it the fact that I say cracker too much? Is it like I don't cut my hair and I got too many naps in my house? Should I cut my shit? Even though I got like that, I got that Jesus wool hair. You see how smooth my shit? I can run a comb straight through my shit, no naps. But it's thick as fuck. You know when they say Morocco and they talking about more means black. Morocco means black. Motherfuckers who the original conquerors of fucking Europe. You know, the Moroccans and shit. But the bitches don't like talk about that. I guess that's like too deep of history. Point is, dog, can I live a little bit? You feel me? Like, why you gotta do me like that? I'm a king, cuz. You see the king behind me? Nigga, I know my history. I apologize for being unapologetically black. Ain't that some funny shit? How do you apologize for being unapologetically black? I apologize, dog. I sized the wrong cracker somewhere. He said, fuck, nigga, you ain't never. Bitch, on his whole family. Bitch, like, I must have offended a Rothschild, Rockefeller, bitch, along the way. Motherfucker, one of these Rothschilds said, bitch, on my whole family. The motherfucker that looked like he died of AIDS, whose face was like this on the little video. That bitch ain't had no jawbone structure. Bitch, on that the motherfucker who wrote the Balfour Declaration. I must have offended his direct kid. Them bitches say, nigga, I don't give a fuck how much knowledge you drop, how good you rock, what kind of entertainment, how funny you is, what you got to speak on, what content you bring, what you did in life, what you been through in life, what struggle. You're never gonna make it. We will fucking show your videos in Madagascar, nigga. Nigga, you gonna be the new nigga. You gonna be the head nigga in Zimbabwe. Nigga, you want... Now, and listen. Listen, let's just back up real quick. Let's back up real quick. Shout out to Africa. I'm not dissing Africa for two reasons. Bitch, I'm a black American. I got my own mindset that's different from most folks. I don't believe in all... I do believe that, obviously, I know for a fact that, bitch, through the transatlantic slave trade, these crackers stole us and kidnapped us, and we went through treacherous shit. Most of us didn't even make it out of the galleys of these fucking dungeons of these ships and shit, dying and shit, in chains and piss with rats eating us up and shit. I understand that. I also understand that Africans was the first explorers of the entire world, the continent. Remember when we was like Pangea and all that shit? But the entire world, we was the motherfuckers to get out and about. Like, bitch, we out here in the streets. We living. The streets back in 2,000 years ago was the oceans. That was the streets. And we was in the streets heavy, traveling. Just like niggas do now. Bitch, I'm from America. I could give you my African story inside of America. I'm from South Florida. Bitch, I done been all around America. I done been to the most gutterous fucking crucial places where niggas die at. Niggas is on the news at. Nigga just died at. And I was there. Stepping over the fucking crime scene a day after the crime scene. I was there. So I know what it's like to be black and to be the first here and the first there and travel and extend your roots and shit. I understand that. So with that said, dog, I ain't got no dishes. But I do say that to say, because I believe African was the first to travel, you can't tell me I wasn't in America already before these crackers got here. I'm not talking about me, myself. I'm talking about the folks I come from. My bloodline. Bitch, my bloodline, you can track it back to Africa all you want. But that don't mean they weren't here before Amerigo Vespucci. I don't even bring that cracker Christopher Columbus up because he's irrelevant. But Amerigo Vespucci is who they named America after, the Italian. So, bitch, you can't tell me my folk weren't here before Amerigo Vespucci. Just because you could trace my shit back to Africa. Cracker, I can listen, if we want to play the DNA ancestry shit, ain't nan one of you cracker shit trace back to Turtle Island, what they call America. Not nan one of you, bitch. Not even nowhere near remotely. Not the Greenland, not Iceland, not Russia, none of that shit, bitch. You bitches is somewhere from the Caucasus Mountains. So, back to my fucking point, just because you could trace my fucking bloodline back to Africa, don't mean I went here before you crackers came here slaving crackers and slaving niggas and slaving Native Americans. So, I say that to say, when I travel around America, bitch, I feel, it's this American pride, you can call it, but it's this natural, I'm from this shit. So I find it quite funny when y'all just be trying to make me market and appeal to Africa. Let me tell you the worst thing. Like I used to, I'm gonna give up. Now that I'm older, I'm gonna just start giving up game. Niggas used to be on that move back to Africa shit. Bitch, these crackers done kill every African country for getting nuclear weapons. All the nuclear powers is none of them in Africa. Zero. If we just break the world down in thirds, 1, 2, and 3, and let's just say Africa is 1/3, bitch, zero of fucking Africa got nuclear weapons. Why? As I'm gonna let you crackers put me in the fucking geographical era with no nuclear weapons and just trust you crackers with all the weapons. That's like when niggas be picking out basketball on in the streets and shit. You know, you nigga go pick up on the court. And bitch, you chose all the 6'6" niggas that can shoot a 3 and dunk. And bitch, all I got on my team is niggas that's 5'5" and 5'6" that can just shoot a little bit. You nigga gonna block our shots and we can't get in the paint. Bitch, we lose automatically. Why the fuck you gonna trick me to talk about, oh, I wanna go to Africa. I don't wanna live in America. Nigga, please. America is shitting on everybody. America making all the enemies, but America still got all the guns and all the weapons and all the power. Bitch, you think I'm finna choicefully leave that shit? You think I'm finna walk out of heaven? Fuck, nigga, you crazy fuck because you crazy try to trick me? Bitch, you can't trick me, bitch. This my country. And I can't help it that you made my country powerful as fuck. This was my country before you knew it was, before you even thought this shit was your country. This was my country. You think I'm finna let you trick me? Oh, we gonna get all the guns. We gonna get all the money. We gonna distort the whole world. And bitch. And we gonna tell these motherfuckers, hey, you're not welcome here. Kiss my nuts, bitch. Kiss your mammy nuts, bitch. Kiss your granddaddy nuts. You can't get me out this bitch. And you can show me all the Facebook video with all these fat booty African hoes walking around. And they sure got a whole bunch of fat booty hoes. My only regret is in my 20s. And I'm a bunch of years away from my 20s now. But bitch, my only regret is I ain't visit Africa in my 20s before the country got hectic. I don't trust America to leave out the country at this point. I just don't. I ain't talking about other niggas. Obviously, I'm not other niggas. I'm the nigga in this bitch right now with 0 views and 0 likes, even though I know I fucking got a pill. So I know for a fact if a cracker do me like this on social media, what you think they'll do me like in real life? Bitch, oh, you want to leave your nigga ass out the country? Cancel that nigga passport. Cancel this visa. Bitch, I get out the fucking country. All of a sudden, motherfucker, is he American? All of a sudden, my fucking citizenship is in denial. A question, bitch, you got me stuck in Ethiopia and all my money over here. Pussy ass cracker, don't play with me like that, bitch. I'll swim back over this bitch. The first state I land in, cracker, all you crackers gonna feel me, bitch. You got me fucked up, bitch. Don't play with me like that. Bitch, you crackers will never let a nigga leave America with money. You let a nigga leave with some limited shit, but he can't have no money tied into America. You gonna take that, bitch. No fuck ass crack. Listen, give me two. I don't even give a fuck. Let's just say I was influential. Obviously, a cracker feel like it's easy to whack a bitch. That's the code of the streets. I can pay you or I can whack you. If it's cheaper to whack you, I'd rather whack you. That's just how like this code. That ain't got no cracker nothing on the nigga on. That's just code of the streets. With that said, that still don't change the fact that a nigga would rather you pay them. Pay me to leave. Give me fucking 2 million American dollars. And that's cheap as fuck. You fuck niggas will never see me again. On God. I swear to God. Bitch, I'm just talking about if you paid me. If I make it here on my own, bitch, you stuck with me still. But if you just pay me 2 million to leave, bitch, I go find me with the fattest African booty bitch I can find. Hey, look at this bitch. They got some shit called Rand. I just seen that shit watching Steve Harvey. 100 Rand is 8 grand in American dollars. I give her a bitch 1 million Rand. That's 80,000 Rand. I will make you a Rand millionaire, pussy out hoe with your fat booty. You mine forever. Matter of fact, I'm gonna spend 2 Rand. That's $160,000 out of 2 million. 80,000 to you, cause I bought you, and 80,000 to the government. Now, when I say 80,000, that's fucking $1 million in Rand. I spent 80,000 to the government, 80,000 on you. You my bitch. And to the government, if this pussy hoe get out of line, I'ma whack this funky ass hoe. And you crackers, it is what it is. I had the right, bitch. This bitch property. Bitch, I'm learning what these crackers taught me. Crackers said we was legally property. Ain't nobody stuck to these crackers, not even the highest of scholastic philosophers. The most brilliant white man ain't never come and check other white men about saying another human being born from God is their property. Bitch made all the scholastic, educated reasons to say why another human should be property. So what I'm telling you is, if America want me out of America, give me 2 million American dollars. I'll move where they got some rand currency with some fat booty bitches, and I spend $80,000, which is $80,000, which is $1 million in rand, and I buy me a bitch with 80 bands. I'm talking about when I say buy, you do anything out of line, I can kill you in front of the president, bitch. I own you. I'm only going with what the crackers taught me. You a slave master couldn't go to prison for killing a slave. That's property. A fucking farmer can't go to fucking prison for killing his cow. Motherfucker, this is nigga on YouTube. He got a cow named Rufus. Bitch, I love big ass Rufus. I just like all that cracker videos. But that's his property. Babe, our favorite little pig show. Babe is property. So at the end of the motherfucking day, bitch, you know a lot of people don't even know the beginning of civil rights. You know how civil rights was started? That was started behind animal cruelty laws. Motherfuckers who was looking at, they had better animal I'm for the school you niggas. They had better animal cruelty laws in America than they had to protect black people. And motherfucking scholastics, educated motherfuckers start looking at animal cruelty laws. How can we adopt some of these laws to protect ourselves? Because motherfucker, crackers been loving dogs way before they love niggas. I ain't gonna hurt this dog. Bitch, you hurt a dog, they might hang you. So niggas say, well, bitch, can you treat me like the dog at least? That's how Civil rights started. So what I'm telling you is, you crack one nigga out the country, give me $2 million American. I go buy me the fattest booty African bitch I can find. I get her daddy. I learned this shit from Steve Harvey because Steve Harvey was on this whole trail. Steve Harvey a whole like I I don't even want to lie and say I say it as an admiration. Steve Harvey a fuck nigga. But I learned to celebrate fuck niggas. I'm from America full of fuck niggas that made it. Bitch, Steve Harvey's a fuck nigga. He's seen that whole he's a fuck nigga and a great dad all at one time. Cause my dad a fuck nigga. My dad would be a great dad if he showed me some attention while being a fuck nigga. He just didn't. So he just ignored me and continued to be a fuck nigga. That's what make him a fuck nigga. Steve Harvey's a fuck nigga that bring his sons along for the fuckery. That's what I respect about that nigga. So he seen the little fine bitch. Steve thinking, bitch, I dropped so much dick off on you. But Steve know it's late in life. His bitch Marjorie, a nigga like me, a hood nigga, bitch, I dropped so much dick on Marjorie. Bitch, he realized, you know what, bitch, Marjorie can still get dick. And she's still in love with my old nothing ass. I be stealing jokes and shit. So, bitch, fuck that, bitch. I love my bitch. But don't get me twisted. I can live vicariously through my son. Bitch, he seen a little hoe. He said, God damn, you fine. Now, he didn't word it like that, but that's what he basically said. And the brother was on his trail out the gate. The brother already seen what it was. Brother said, hey, Carl, listen, you like my sister, bitch. You gonna have to drop some money to my daddy, bitch. Steve Harvey like, bitch, I got a son, 22, she 22. The brother already knew what it was. Hey, nigga, you ain't saying nothing. Nigga, just drop 100 rands, 100,000 rand. Steve Harvey said, how much is that? 8,000. He found out the 8,000 from when it produced. He went to counting in with the error. He went to counting in the error. 8 bands, pussy, nigga, I just made that last 10 minutes. So the same thing, nigga, that's how American nigga from the Broward County, Florida thinking. Bitch, you cracking one nigga out the country. Give me my just due, and 2 million is not even no just due. Not for what you owe each American, because I looked this shit up a long time ago. Not even a long time ago, recently, last year. I looked at how much a cotton gin is. Like for a real cotton gin that pick cotton, because cotton is still a big industry. And they got cotton pickers, and they got machines. And them motherfucking machines start off around $1 million motherfucking dollars. And you had niggas doing what machines was doing. And if we was to bring up $1 million 200 fucking years ago, how much you think $1 million was worth 200 years ago? So, bitch, I'm worth what every fucking slave you had out there picking cotton doing what the cotton gin was doing, motherfucker. It's so funny how the YouTube shit work, because the cracker pop in for game on that. Cracker said, that nigga said something interesting. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. Bitch, take the cotton gin. You go get you a cotton picker right now off of fucking Amazon, nigga, or Google shopping or anywhere online. Cotton gin, the cheapest, a used cotton gin at $800,000. You know how many used niggas got sold? What about a new nigga? That's $1.5 million. And we talking about inflation. How much was $1.5 million? Slavery ended in 1865. So that even if we was just talking about 1865, how much was $1.5 million worth in 1865? And if we just talking about a used slave, like a used cotton gin now costs $800,000, you're not gonna find no cotton picking machine under fucking $800,000 right fucking now. So how much was this shit worth in 1865? And that's when it's supposed to end it. Not to mention the extra 100 years of sharecroppers got out of us. But we just talking about the motherfuckers who was illegally slaves. Bitch, you crackers, 2 million is a favor. Give me 2 million. You crackers can't afford. You crackers will have to do what you're doing right now. Taking over other countries to get you some assets to even pay niggas reparations. That's what these crackers will never talk about. It ain't just the fact that y'all blatantly disrespect us and refuse to pay us reparations. You don't have enough money to pay us reparations without bankrupting the country. But you got enough money to give the biggest wealth transfers in the fucking world. Whole bitch. We gonna steal from all the white middle class, all the black middle class. Bitch, black don't even, let's not even bring, for now when I talk about money, I'm gonna stop bringing up black people because I realize we don't fucking matter. I don't give a fuck about how many niggas you see on Entertainment Tonight and whatever the fuck celebrity LA shows, and how many niggas suck dick the report celebrity news and TMZ and all that other shit and casting couch. Niggas don't matter. Niggas don't matter. Bitch, niggas don't fucking matter. That's just the case of the shit. If you want to find out how much niggas don't matter, do what I did 15 years ago. Take a road trip. Drive yourself across the country and stop in fucking the small cities. Just stop in the Springfield, Illinois, where Bart Simpson supposed to have been filmed at. Stop in the Donaldsonville, Nebraska's. Even the Omaha. Shout out to Omaha. I love they like the way they houses and shit structured. I ain't been to Nebraska in a long time. Nebraska one of the most scariest places I've ever been to, just far as the look of it. Bitch, shout out to the boxing nigga from Nebraska and shit. You know that nigga got knocked shit out. Cause bitch, if I grew up in Omaha, bitch, I would have been knocking shit out too. I can't afford. Hey, you ready to go to sleep? You sound like it. So, at the end of the day, it's like, bitch, shout out to all them fucking places in all these places, middle America, middle of nowhere America, where yeah, niggas don't want to be found at. Anyway, let me be a daddy and put my baby to sleep because she's still asleep. She's time for her to go to sleep. Fuck that. At the end of the day, my fact, I give a shout out to me just being a dad, dog. I think when I get on this shit be alleviating. I be able to pop my shit. I don't be caring about no lights. I be starting out caring about it, but when I get in the mix, I be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if this shit is all CIA organized where only they fucking troops and they staffers get to look at my shit. Somebody gotta fucking hear this shit. Like, it remind me of what I told my therapist many years ago. And he quit his job after I told him this shit. If I would have knew he would have quit, I wouldn't have told him this shit. But I told him this. I told my therapist, I say, how do you do it? He said, how do I do what? And because this cracker used to hear me say cracker all day. Bitch, that was a part of the reason why I went to therapy. I didn't want no black therapist. I didn't want no male. I didn't want no female. I just want a white cracker male to hear my grievances about the fucking crackers running the world. And so he did a great job. And mind you, as a therapist, they teach you not to put judgment on a person. You're just supposed to give like solutions and shit. But you're not supposed to say, I disagree with you and none of that shit. That's rule number one in therapy. So I asked him, I say, how do you take my burdens every fucking day? I don't know. I went to therapy 5 times a week. I said, how do you take my burdens? Who hears your grievances? I said, when I leave from talking to you, I feel refreshed. I get to say cracker, I get to say nigga, I get to talk about niggas and crackers, and all this shit is confidential as long as I don't make no threat to nobody's life. So I get to tell you everything dirty, fucking fucked up thought in my mind. Who hears you out? And he just looked at the wall to the left because he had like a lot of tribal Indian shit. He was a white man, but he had a lot of tribal shit for some reason. He looked at the wall. He laughed. I said another thing that made him laugh too. I told him there's no such thing as a racist dick. Because I was talking about like a lot of... I don't want to talk about that shit online because this ain't therapy where I can really say what I told my therapist. But talking about some shit. And I said, bitch, crackers been raping our women since the beginning of time. You ever heard of a racist dick? And he laughed to himself because I said, cracker treat a nigga like shit at the same time wanting to fuck our mama, our sister, our daughter. But act like we ain't shit. Like, oh, fuck these niggas and their contributions. We less than human. What the fuck what we created? What the fuck where we came from? And so when I told him who carries his burdens, and I asked him that question, he looked at the wall, he laughed. I come back in and schedule my shit on like a Friday because he took that Friday off. I come back in to set up my next week appointments because even though he was 5 days a week, I had to set up the times of when he can meet me. Bitch, they said he decided that he's gonna retire early. You know how fucked up I felt. I'm not gonna be able to tell a cracker about how I feel no more. I'm not gonna be able to talk no shit about the police, the cracker police. I'm not gonna talk cracker government. The cracker can't hear me say cracker no more. They told they gave me a Haitian girl as my therapist, a black female. I tried the whole one time. And I was like, this shit don't feel the same. I need a cracker to sit there and bear all my agony and hear my shit and have to deal with it. You take this shit home, beat on your bitch, whatever you got to do to get over your shit. But you got to hear my grievance as a black man, what y'all caused us. And when I asked him that question, who deals with your grief at night after you hear me lay it all out on the table. Cause when I leave this therapy session, bitch, I feel good. I don't gotta smoke no weed. I ain't gotta get no puss. I just go home and sleep like a baby. And he looked at the wall and laughed. And he fucking retired the next week. I haven't been back to therapy since that shit. I don't gotta say on God. God know. And that was many years ago. And I need me, maybe that's what the fuck I need. I need me a strong white male therapist that can hear me say cracker and talk my grievances where I ain't gotta come to social media and talk. Cause I shouldn't be doing this shit. This shit don't, it's counterintuitive to what I wanna do business wise. I just need a cracker that can hear me say cracker, that's strong enough to hear this shit and hear my grievances as a black man, how we been fucked over. Like, it's so fucked up how white males can't stand to hear this shit. They get sick to their stomach. Motherfucker. It's like they so mad. Like, I want to call this nigga a liar, but you can't. First of all, it's in your profession not to. But number two, if we just talking about like facts, you can't. Ain't no way, Carl. Get off this shit, dog. Hey, shout out to you too. Maybe I find the key to this shit. I need me a. I need all I need me. Let me tell you this real quick. Let me tell you another slight story if I end this shit. My favorite therapist of all time. I ain't gonna say the lady name, but I've been looking for this lady. Lord knows, Google knows. I've been looking for this lady. I hope she ain't dead. I would do the most for this white woman. She's a gay, butch white lady. This white lady I had as my therapist when I was 18 years old. This lady defined who I am as a human being. Like, I swear to God, dog, the most gentle creature ever on this earth, dog. I love that. I almost want to say her name, but I don't want to put like. I know that you two got some hellified investigators and shit, so I'm just like not say her name. This white lady is the sweetest. Just to listen. If I could find me like a gay butch white lady, I think what made her such a great therapist, similar to this white man, she hated white men. She didn't like men, period, because she was gay, but she hated white men. And she didn't hate white men, why would she be a butch? She liked what white men like, white women. She wasn't no white butch trying to fuck no black hoes. She liked it, white women. So what that told me is she done been molested by a white man, probably, high probability, one of these Jeffrey Epstein motherfuckers in her life. Where she developed blockade. You feel me? Like all motherfuckers that been sexually assaulted. Motherfucker develop something in their mind where they able to block shit out. Like a receptor where they able to block it out. And perspire through life. I miss that white lady so much. What I do remember about her, she used to train horses. Or ride horses and buck horses. Like, take wild horses and buck them bitches and make them bitches become domesticated. That's what she did in her free time. Matter of fact, I even mentioned the city, Ocala, Florida. Shout out Marion County, bitch. So, bitch, she was my therapist in Ocala, Florida. I miss that lady, dog. Like, if I could have that lady in my life again. If I could have my old therapist, that Crocker. I don't know if he dead or not, but bitch, if I could have either one of them two motherfuckers just to talk to. I miss the motherfucker. Only person that I've been able to talk to outside like that, but she don't really like to hear me talk, is my lawyer. I like to talk to my lawyer too, but legally she only can hear me so much shit that I say where she can't really hear me. So it's like I can't talk to her. But I guess that's like works for me, dog. Talking to an old, like a rich cracker or a cracker that got some stats. So substantial shit to lose from hearing me talk. Like let's just say if I would have knew Charlie Kirk, he was a young cracker. He was younger than me. But if I would have knew that cracker would have been my best friend. If I could have met him and he could have met me, I ain't gonna say he would have been my best friend. But if he could have, if I could have talked to Charlie Kirk on a one-on-one, he would have never got killed. First thing I would have told Charlie Kirk, I would have sat Charlie Kirk down. We would have looked at that Trump assassination attempt about 20 times in a row. We would have broke that bitch down. Just like the movie Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is like one of my favorite fucking movies and shit. And they kept rewinding Snake Eyes. Just so that's what it's about. Snake Eyes, catching shit. It's like, where's Waldo? Finding little shit that stands out that doesn't fit the picture. And If you look at the assassinated attempt video, it's not for me to tell motherfuckers, but you find shit that stand out that doesn't fit the pictures. Like, what? This is odd. And I would have sat Charlie down and I would have described to Charlie, don't you know something that most folks don't know is that's particularly like in a once upon a time in South Florida when motherfuckers was locked up and in jail, they used to have this system where they get your own people to abuse you. So they just say you was black. They'll get a black CO to abuse you. That way you can't say that it was racist because it's a black CO. If you do something and you're a white person, they're gonna make a white person. They got whatever ethnicity you is. Now, if you black, they don't care Haitian or Jamaican, none of that shit. But what I'm saying is, if you Hispanic, white, or black, they got somebody of that to fucking do the dirt to you. It's the same fucking thing in real life. Like, we'll get your own people to do something. Because imagine if it was a black man that killed Charlie Kirk. Bitch, do you know the race war that'll already be going on in America? That's the hypocrisy of America. But if it was a black man that killed Charlie Kirk, nigga, you know how niggas who didn't even want to be involved in this shit would be involved in this shit? Because motherfucking bitches gonna be looking for blood. Nobody never really want to look for blood when it's their own people or they left confused. So that's the same shit. I would have took Charlie to the side. I would have showed Donald Trump video, and then I would have showed JLK video. That would have been the two biggest videos. And I would have showed the story of how your own is coming for. Matter of fact, I would have showed that cracker 3 videos. I would show them Malcolm X, the movie. Just before Malcolm got killed, bitch said, "Get your hand out my pocket." And that motherfucker had been following Malcolm. And every fucking place Malcolm go to, this bitch said, "Get your hand out my pocket." You know, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Nigga, he talking about, bitch. Anyway, it ain't fun what he talking about. You know what the message is. So they sent Malcolm people to whack him in front of everybody. Bitch, church congregation, bitch, ceremony. Nigga, we finna get this nigga to whack you. So other niggas get the message, this shit is public. This shit is messy. Who wanna die like that? Bitch, I would've told Charlie out the gate, hey man, listen, cracker, you out your league. You trust too much as a white man and white men. You can't, as a black man, trust too much a black man, but you can to a degree. But you can't, because even if you do trust these niggas and they got your best interest, a cracker supersede everything they got going. So let's look at a Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey set up the most greatest fucking supposed empire that was supposed to happen. Marcus Garvey said, we don't got time to boycott you niggas in America. We just gonna buy from the directors clearly. We understand gross domestic product. We gonna understand these shipping lanes and the ports. Cause niggas still heavy at the ports. But he understood, bitch, we do all this hard. Cause they ain't have cranes back then. They had like real man lines where niggas gotta hand this bitch to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, in single file to get this shit off the ship. Niggas was doing that shit physical. That's how so many niggas got a foothold on the ports. Because ain't no cracker we're gonna ever do it without automated systems. So point is, Marcus Garvey said, as long as we running that, nigga, we not running no ships. So what the FBI said, they weren't even the FBI, they was the Bureau of Investigations. They got federalized to become Federal Bureau of Investigations. Because they ain't had no money like that. So they said, well, bitch, we're going to infiltrate his little organization, and we're going to make that nigga buy some fake-ass ships. We're going to put some niggas that's supposed to be his right-hand man. We're going to infiltrate them niggas. And then when it got back to the people that's sending Marcus Garvey the money to start all this shit, the black people, they look at him as a fraud, a scam artist. This nigga looking like, what's that cracker name? Rupert Murdoch. Not Rupert Murdoch, that's the Fox News motherfucker. They looking at that cracker like that motherfucker who had that Ponzi scheme. I can't think of that cracker name. Or even you could say this bitch who had the Casella Center, this young ass cracker in Miami. They looking at him like one of these two motherfuckers. They look like you done embezzled a lot of money and shit. So now you're not believable. They had to break him down in front of his people. Infiltrate his organization. So I say that to say, if a nigga wants you dead or a nigga don't want you dead, It really don't matter if the nigga decide to side with you because the cracker is the one who get the ultimate decision on that. But when it come to being white, that's a whole tricky subject. Because nigga can't never predicate what going on in a white man's life. I'm just here to school anybody that's stupid enough not to know. It ain't no nigga ever put a hit out on a cracker. I'm just here to let you niggas know that. Like, I don't, not even Bumpy Johnson, nigga. Not no Frank Lucas, not no mafia black nigga, not nothing. Not even the most gangsters black. If a nigga went and killed the crack on his own intuition, okay. But as a motherfucker were able to put out some organized shit against a white man, crackers crackers not going for it. They not going for it. Ever. Period. Period. In all 50 states. 48, the 49 and the 50, Hawaii and Alaska, not going. So it's like niggas understanding that I would have been able to pull Charlie to the side and say, hey, man, check this out, cracker. You done barked up the wrong tree. You done alienated black men. You done alienated marginalized people. You done alienated white people that feel the black struggle. Man, matter of fact, on a side note, RP white folks out of Memphis, dog. I should have been started off this shit by getting white folks some flowers and shit. Bitch, the really cracker ever to walk their earth, bitch. And if it's another realest cracker, then that's how I'm feeling for right now. Bitch, RP white folks. Anyway, back to my point. Bitch, you're not going to be able to convince no black, well, it's period. It's never been no black person that could take a white influential motherfucker out by a hit without carrying it on themselves. But being white, it's a whole nother avenue. Bitch, being white, bitch. We know we could get a nigga to take you out, but that shit gonna cause too much backlash because regular white people gonna have a problem with a nigga whacking a white man, even though they do us. And our history of America is like that. So how do they do it? Well, we gonna get you on to get you. The only thing is you gotta play into that shit. You gotta dominate the news cycle. That means you gotta have a role in the media to suppress that shit and carry the narrative that you want to be pushed. You gotta dominate the local crime scene and have your plants in place that when they do interviews and shit, you interviewing only your people. And they telling all this fun. It's like these town hall meetings and shit. You know when a bitch running for president and all the real questions we as the people got to ask this person who running for president, they never get asked. They get the little softball questions and shit from this town hall meeting. You think when they say town hall meeting, bitch, they talking about one of their cabinet cousins meeting. Bitch, it ain't no motherfucker from the streets that's gonna ask them a question. Bitch, Democrat or Republican, a bitch ain't gonna never put a motherfucker who's struggling to pay their bills and their rent and their life or whatever, get to ask you real questions. It ain't gonna be no victim or no crime or no nothing. They get to say, man, why is this like this? Is this your policy? What would you implement if you became the president? This shit is all fugazi. Welcome to the Rock Game Castro live stream. Oh, I don't know why I'm just starting to say, there go that nigga again. I want to say that nigga got a, what's the name real quick. I shouldn't be entertaining this shit. I'm not, but let me see this nigga. One subscriber, exactly. That's my point. They niggas so fugazi. A lot of these niggas sitting this YouTube shit with thongs in their asses and shit. And they ain't gonna even say niggas. This be crackers using niggas' faces. That's the one thing. Another thing y'all gotta watch for. You gotta watch for them folk. Maybe I'm gonna start to get better at that because I'm about to be 40. I'm talking like an old nigga, so I ain't really tripping on that. But crackers will use niggas' faces all the time on their YouTube channels to talk shit. So you feel some kind of way like, man, look at that nigga. It's a cracker, dog. I know nigga even got time for that fugazi shit. Niggas just gonna stealth, how they stealth. And one thing, if you know, like I know, nigga have 20 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 5 subscribers. If a nigga don't like you and he on his own profile, he just gonna speak. All that fugazi shit just be fugazi shit. I'm out of here. I'm done with chopping it up. I said enough. I'm dropped by the hour of content. My next shit, I'm going to come back with music and see if I can freestyle, but I doubt it. I think I done finished my little drink and shit. So, bitch, I'm about done. Yo.